Welcome back to my opinion. This little video is going to be about the 4 basic safety rules and negligent discharges. You are going to have a negligent discharge sooner or later, at least once in your lifetime. It's just statistically impossible for you not to. If you carry a firearm, if you handle firearms long enough, you will have a negligent discharge because we all make mistakes. It's just like driving a car. If you've ever had a fender bender in your car, the only reason you didn't kill yourself was because you were following some other basic safety rules. That's where the 4 basic safety rules of handling firearms come into play. As long as you follow the 4 basic safety rules, never pointing your gun at anything you're not willing to kill and destroy, keeping your finger off the trigger until you want to hear bang, watching your back drop, and treating every gun as if it's loaded all the time, you'll be fine if you do make a mistake, when you make a little mistake. You know, you hear it too much. The only reason I'm bringing it up is because people talk about all the time about being perfect and not having negligent discharges. There are 2 kinds of people, and I've heard this before: those who have had negligent discharges and those who lie about it. You know, you might think your gun's unloaded, you go to check the chamber, it's a Glock, you're just going to break it down while you're sitting on the toilet, and you pop off around into the floor. You could have swore it was unloaded. Or you're at the range, you're bringing your gun up to shoot at the target, and bang, you pop off one before you get to the target. You look around as if anybody's looking, and you don't count that as a negligent discharge because you're at the range. Even though it skid off the floor, you don't really count it. It's a negligent discharge. You pulled the trigger, you made the gun go bang for whatever reason when you really didn't want it to, when you weren't ready for it to. Sooner or later, everyone's going to have a negligent discharge. It's just the way it is. Nobody's perfect. The reason I bring this up, the reason I'm talking about this, is because we need to be realistic. We need to be honest with ourselves and everyone else out there so that we can all admit to our faults and be able to do better. To be able to teach and train someone else who might be new to firearms when you're telling people, oh, if you follow the 4 basic safety rules, you'll never go wrong. No, you will. You just have to do the best you can at not violating all the safety rules. In other words, you will have a negligent discharge. But if you're doing some of those things right, not pointing at anything you're not willing to kill and destroy, and one goes off, you're fine. Watching your backdrop, what's behind your target. You're pointing at a target, obviously, because you're looking at what's behind that target before you hear the bang. You're going to be fine. If you treat it as if it's loaded and you do nothing else, you're probably going to be fine because you're not going to aim it at your head, for example, or into a crowd, for example, or through your front window into the neighbor's house across the street, for example. You might make a mistake and accidentally violate one of those safety rules, but you're following the other safety rules. So you're not perfect. You're going to make a mistake. You're going to do a big no-no, but it's not going to be the end of someone or yourself or something you're not willing to destroy. We just have to be honest. We have to tell it like it is. It is what it is. Sooner or later, the law of statistics, you're going to make a mistake. But as long as you're following the 4 basic safety rules, if you violate one, you've got the other 3 to save your butt. Anyway, that's my opinion on it. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, be safe, stay safe.